Hey guys, welcome to another breakdown video, and today we're talking about the fly. As you can see on your screen, it's probably the most requested move that I do, and probably the only reason that I haven't done it is because I didn't think that something like a fly would be needed to be broken down because of the amount of teams that actually do it, enjoy it, and when it comes off, it looks really nice. So let's go through it. So this dump here is a latch. And you can see they've got the third player in. And we spoke about a latch in 60 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And they've turned them in. They've turned them inside to make them face like they're pulling corner, which normally you wouldn't do this far off your line and on fourth touch. But let's have a look at, well, we'll play it in full speed because this is a nice angle. This is why I've chosen this clip. It's from a mixed open game. Let's have a look. We'll go back a little bit. But in a nutshell, you can probably see it's just through the hands. And why is this able to happen? Well, you've got a link and a winger in this play the ball who have made the touch on the middle. So when you have three players sweeping around, plus the winger that's already out there, oh, there she is there, plus the winger that's already out there, you only have three defenders. So if you can see that this defender here, the middle that's making the touch on the latch, is sort of being a little bit lazy or not really aware that a play is coming, and they're just a little bit relaxed getting back on, you can call this fly. And it looks like now this player is going to drive it in and dump the ball, and this guy is going to pick up from half. Now this is one way you can run it. There's another way I'll talk about where your lines are a little bit different. So you're basically just faking that it's going to be a middle. Now watch the actions of the back middle as the guy with the ball gets closer to being touched. You watch his angles, how they change. So once this touch is engaged fully, you can see now he's changed and he's basically just put on the throttle and he's just going to go full speed. So now it becomes a foot race. This defender here is flat-footed, thinking that it's going to be a touch, and now you've got to chase down this middle who's already probably at 70% speed. All right, and they're nice and tight. Okay, it's not a long pass. If you're too wide, then this link can come up and start causing problems in the winger, and then it just becomes a shutdown. But if you're nice and tight, and you can be fairly deep because you've got the speed of the head start, like there's not a lot of space in between these guys, and it becomes a foot race. So there it is there. You can see it's just sort of off the hip, the link now. So that way, if this person engages, it's the same thing. They bounce out and it's a little pop pass. And then you've got a 2-on-1 with the winger. But the link stays out and he just can't chase him down. So that's the fly there. Let's have a look at another example. So the other way to run a fly is, there's the latch again, is you run, the first person runs nice and straight at this person, gets them to backpedal square. Once they do that, they then kick out and then angle at the next middle. That's just another line that you can do. So you can go straight, kick out, and then go through the hands, or you can do the whole fake the play the ball thing. Now the fake the play the ball is probably a little bit easier to do, and it does give you the option of doing the play the ball. But you can see here, this guy just made the touch and he's just sort of drifting back to the line with everyone else sort of stepping up, which if you do that at half speed, you're gonna get yourselves into a bit of trouble, because now it's nice and tight, angling out. This guy could probably be nice and tight as well, but it doesn't really matter because the defense is so tight as well. There's a little bounce out, and again, he's deep. He's a couple of meters backwards. If he's standing up flat, it's a hospital ball. That's why the depth is very important now, because it gives him time to basically catch. And if he needs to pass, if this guy's flying up the side here with the winger, gives him time to pass. That's why it's good to be off the hip. Yes, it's off the hip pass, but you need to be a couple of meters back. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, oh, flies on and then jammed. And then you can't do any play after it. So there's the extra pass to the link. All right, so it's just good depth. Here's another one from another angle. Latch comes on, inside shoulder. And you can see this, and this is why we talk about the latch getting the inside shoulder, because now if players want to start stepping up, this guy here, who should be defending this player is offside. So he can't step up. So basically, you're always going to be a 4-on-3 at some stage if you can latch on that middle. And then it's just through the hands. And that's a fly. You can do that a couple of times at the start of the game. If it doesn't work, or if they're chasing you down, if we go, well, I've just gone to the wrong one, but if they're chasing you down, an option off the back of that. So let's say they've just pushed the first pass from middle to middle. Let's just say you've done that. This player here now chases this middle down. All of a sudden now you go, all right, I've got the ball here. This guy's going to get me. I'm going to drag him over this way and fade for my link. And it's just going to be him taken off from half. Or I throw the ball back when they start chasing me and we go down for someone else, or we run another play. All right, so that's the good thing about a fly. If it breaks down, you've still got that another touch to do something with it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully I've discussed enough of the fly. It's been pretty quick. I've got a few more videos to do before I head over to the World Cup, which this is probably released after the World Cup, which is probably very confusing. But yeah, I'll maybe explain it one day and it'll make sense. But thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and become a member, and you'll see videos like this very early. And we'll see you on the next breakdown. Thanks, guys.